backpacks, you have the big ones and you feel it heavy for you, then also you can take a water with you, depending on how you back the weight. I also recommend that if the backpack is heavy, then they are supporting you. So I don't know if you are able to take a water or if you then know that part, that's warmer. We have 6 smaller families that people can see. Islamic Monday has had all earlier introduced myself. They are maintaining it on the other side, they are coming through here. There's some plantation that is planted, what we call the Mauritius stones. You can see on the other side there are some little sticks. They are supporting this so that people should not step on it, so that it grows very well. So Mauritius stone is one of the problem animal intervention methods. Mauritius. Yeah. Mauritius. Mauritius stones.
So after about 1 hour ride, we are now inside the park for mountain gorilla tracking. Yesterday it was gold monkey tracking. So now it's up for mountain gorillas.
I'm Robina Gangiriba, the warden in charge of tourism.
So where are we going? What are we going to see?
We are going to track the gorillas, and this group we are heading to is the Vinyendo Gorilla Group, which is found in the Buhoma sector.
So do you have anything to say about the park? What is something unique about the park?
This park is unique in a way that it is one of the national parks we have in Uganda, and which has the biggest number of the mountain gorillas. In Uganda we have 2 national parks which have the mountain gorillas. We have the Bwindi National Park and then the Mugahinga Gorilla National Park. Bwindi has more than half of the total population in the whole world of the mountain gorillas. Bwindi is the only national park that has both the mountain gorillas and the chimpanzee living in the same ecosystem.
So is the forest thick?
Yeah, at some other places it is thick. And if they tell you to get through here, of course, you want to get through. So it is thick. You can't call it a savanna place. You can't penetrate. You can't penetrate without anything. If there was no trail, possibly it would be very hard.
Oh, good.
And the trail makes it more and more.
Yeah, it's true.
Are you used to penetrating?
So meaning someone came and had to cut off the skin, meaning there is a reason why. So this is medicine. African satin tree, or like the African satin wood. East African satin wood. That's the name. Or xylem. That's the English name. And you can see it's stone. So it's very important for lots of issues, especially on our bodies, especially with herbs. Yeah, so it works on the cancer issues. You take the skin, then you boil it, then you can drink. Then also it will work on asthma. If you have an issue with asthma, it's a very important treat in the lives of people. close to you and make sure that at least before it touches you, you have find a level bed to make sure that it touches you. So, all things living will stand away. And then we shall not smoke. I'm not very sure that people smoke. So he's the dominant male. This is feeding.
Manyindo.
Binyindo.
The other family, the other gorillas will meet. Or did this family one?
At times you don't find them close to one another. You may find they are feeding when they are scattered. And for them, they are greedy. Everyone wants to get his portion and eat alone. Doesn't want someone to be close to him. So that's why you see them eating while scattered.
So tell me, what happens when he comes close to people?
When he comes close to people, there are reasons why he comes. Possibly we might be close to his food, okay, and it will force him to come. When you see him coming and find the distance is reducing, you need to move backwards, make sure that you don't scare him, and make sure that you are within that recommended distance.
So what's the name for this one?
This one is, we are 10 meters, averagely 10 meters from him.
What's the name of that?
This is Binyindo. Binyindo. Binyindo is the dominant male.
When he comes close to people, does he become aggressive or he start fighting?
Before he comes to you, when you're standing close to his food, he will first warn you. He will produce a call which shows a warning.
Like a sound?
Yeah. That's a warning sound. When he makes that, you know he's coming either to pass close to you, give him space, or you're standing to where his food is, then you start giving him space by pulling backwards. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, I have more questions. Which family are we visiting today?
This is Binyindo gorilla family.
And how many are they in the Binyindo family?
There are 9 gorillas. It has got one silverback, the Binyindo being the dominant leader. Then it also has 5 adult females. Okay, those are all females that are adults. Then we have 2 juveniles, those are little ones. Then 1 young baby, an infant. That's what makes them to be 9.
So,
by the Binyindo eye.
Which food has he been eating?
There was this food that they like a lot, and you saw him.
Can you please show us some of the food here?
This is momodika.
Huh?
Momodika is one of the favorite foods for the gorillas.
Yes.
And also have the nettles here. You see them?
Yes.
When they touch your body, you feel some itches.
What about the gorillas?
Also food for the gorillas, of course. They eat these nettles, and also they can eat the momodika, they can eat the basera alba. There are lots of foods. Yeah, mostly all the food that is here, most of them is food. Trees, back of trees, fruits, dead wood. I can say they are always vegetarians, with about 99% of their food is vegetation.
So what makes the difference between this park and the other Ugandan national parks?
Of course, this is Bwindi. Bwindi is a park, a habitat for the gorillas. Then also I'll have Mugahinga, also on the Ugandan side, but part of the Virunga Massif. The difference is this one is more forested, this is more thick, it's more of a tropical forest. On the Mugahinga side, when you get there, it's more of the open place.
Yes.
And it is more raised.
Yes.
You see, those are, if you have seen those parks, you can actually see the difference. And actually the food at times is not always. Have you seen any bamboo here?
Yeah, no.
So when you get to the Mugahinga part and the other part of the Virunga, they have lots of bamboo.
Yes.
And that's the reason at times why we ask ourselves why the gorillas on the other side are a bit bigger.
Do you have
more hairy.
Yes? Do you have more wild animals here?
Apart from the gorillas, we have the chimpanzees as also one of the primates. We have the monkeys, the black and white colobus monkeys. We have the silvery monkey. We have the lowest monkey and the red-tailed monkey. Those are common here. We have the antelopes, black-fronted duikers and the yellow-backed duikers.
Yes, and how many total the mountain gorillas in this Bwindi?
Bwindi, according to the last population census that was conducted, it showed about 459 mountain gorillas. 459 mountain gorillas. That's only on the Bwindi side, which covers almost a half for the world population for the mountain gorillas.
You mean you have a big number of gorilla mountains than the neighboring Rwanda and DR Congo?
Because, yeah, we have a lots of them compared to the DRC Congo and the Rwanda, because Rwanda and Congo share. And remember, I told you we have Mugahinga, which also is part of the Virunga, but also with a gorilla family of 9 gorillas.
Yes.
So Rwanda and Congo share the 604.
604.
That is Rwanda, Uganda.
How many is that?
604 gorillas. Okay. 604.
Okay,
gorillas.
But here you have around 400.
459.
Yes. Then why do people or the visitors have to put on masks?
There are many reasons. Remember, have you seen the distance we have covered, we have maintained from the gorillas up to where we are?
So you said 10 meters.
So the reason for the mask is to protect the gorillas. The gorillas are 98.4 close to human beings, and they are very susceptible to all the human communicable diseases.
Okay.
Like flu, cough, even COVID. Initially, we didn't use the masks in the Bwindi.
Yes.
But after COVID, it was a prerequisite and mandatory to use the face masks to save the gorillas from all those diseases that can easily be transmitted between the humans and the gorillas.
Yes.
So it's the reason why we make sure that the gorillas remain safe, we maintain the good distance, and make sure that the mask is on.
Okay.
To make sure that they don't get the diseases that we may likely be carrying.
They are now getting the food. They are now eating.
They are now feeding. You can see everyone is eager to eat. It's now their feeding time, and they are all coming close to so that's
one family.
That's one family. They feed in a family and stay close to one another.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but when they are feeding, at times they scatter, and because everyone wants to get his own food without competing with a friend.
Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome.
Guys, as you can see, we are very close to the mountain gorilla from Bwindi, Uganda. So they are now visible. You can see they are looking for food or eating. So this is one of the rare mountain gorilla across the world that are found in East Africa countries, Rwanda, Uganda and DR Congo. Now tell us what the name of this one.
This is Binyindo.
Binyindo, you say is the silver.
Binyindo is the dominant male of the family. You can see how his nose is shaped, how his nose looks like. He has a big scar on the nose that made the shape of the nose to be totally different. And it became actually more ugly than how it would because of the shape
of the nose. Yes.
So that's how we called him Binyindo. You can see even the holes on the nose, how they are a bit bigger.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the reason he was called Binyindo, because of the shape of his nose.
What does a silverback do?
The silverback takes care of the group, make sure it gets the direction where the group should feed from.
Yes.
In case of any enemies, it is strong. You see how muscular he is. He's strong enough to fight all the enemies that would like to attack his members, especially from other wild families and other animals that may come to scare his members. And also he thinks a lot. He makes sure that the females are productive, so it's his responsibility to make sure that his group increases, because he's the only silverback, and so he has responsibilities to meet with all the females.
So he's the one who mates.
Yes,
the female ones.
Yes, please. So those are his activities that he does in the group protection, direction, driving them to the right direction, and also at times decides where the family should sleep.
Yes.
That's why we say gorillas, in most cases, the males tend to live more or less time compared to the females, because they think a lot. They think where to feed from, they protect from the enemies, they fight the enemies. So through that course, they get stress.
Yes.
And that one, of course, is one of the factors that makes them live less longer.
Yeah. Like how many kilograms does he have?
Oh, he will averagely weigh between 180 to 190 kilograms.
And how long does he live?
He will go for about 45 years.
45 years?
Yes, and now he's estimated at about 35 years.
This one?
But if all conditions go okay, he's not sick, he's feeling very healthy, no lots of enemies that weakens him, he can go even more than 50 years.
Okay.
Silverback, there may be 2 or more silverbacks in a group. And then one feels that he has grown. He needs to have a family of his own. So, in most cases, they tend to fight. Now, when they fight, of course, the head wins. If he doesn't win, then this one will take over. In the case it has failed to win, that's when he first moves alone for some time. Then he comes back and grabs some females and juveniles of those ones. But grabbing that, it means they will fight. There will be a fight between the two silverbacks.
What do you mean when you say there should be a silverback or silverbacks?
What I mean is that, let's take a family of a human being. Your father with your children, sons and daughters, together with your wife. So, the elder son, when he grows, he feels he wants to get a wife. Now, in that process of getting a wife, for the gorillas, they want to overthrow the father. So it's not a matter of, it's not automatic that you take over. So there must be a fight between the father and the son. Now during that fight is when the father proves that still he is strong, he can lead the family.
Yes.
Then the son cannot lead. So the son in that process, having failed, it moves away from the family.
If the father fails the fight,
if the father fails, then he will take over.
Where does he go?
He moves alone.
And lives alone?
Yes. Or he will be moving aside.
Oh, it's so sad.
He will not be the head of the family.
Yeah, Afande. So what happens when like elephant comes near the visitors?
You are trying to shoot him.
Yes.
I'm not well. Okay.
Yes. So you mean when you fire in the sky, an elephant goes away?
If the elephant can hear the sound of the gun, you can run.
It runs away. Okay. Do you most of the time experience such incidents?
Sometimes there are few.
Yes.
Then you are going in the path, you are attacking the elephant. It's very few.
Okay. We are now leaving the Bwindi National Park, especially for mountain gorilla. It has been actually a good experience for, look face to face the gorilla, especially the silverback eating, keeping his family, making sure the family is safe. So few facts to know about silverback. He's the one who makes sure more other family members are safe. He's the one who mates the female gorillas for producing new babies and children, and he's the one who is to choose where any mountain gorilla family will be, will look for food, especially some of the vegetations which are common in natural forest. So it's all we had have today. Thank you for following and keep checking for more episodes. Bye. I'm a little bit tired, so long hiking mountains. We entered just in the park, we were sloping down, going to track the gorillas, but now our way, home, we are a little bit hiking the mountain. So actually it's not something very easy, but it's a good experience for sure. Anyone else around the world can come and see by themselves how the adventure, the new experience. These species are friendly to people and you learn more. Thank you. Hello, my neighbor from Kampala. Hello, my neighbor. Yes, how do you feel hiking this mountain?
I'm breathing like a drowning horse.
You are around near to Cly.
I feel like a drowning horse.
Yes. So how has been your experience to the mountain gorillas today?
It's been the best. Getting that close to silverback.
Yes.
It's a dream come true.
Were you a little bit scared of him? Did you see the chest? How big he is?
I was impressed
by
his size.
So do you have any message to?
You better go gorilla tracking before you die.
Okay. It's the only message to the world.
Yeah, you need to.
Okay, thank you. Keep enjoying the mountain hiking.
No. My hat is here.
Your hat? Ces gens ici qui vivent autour du parc, disons, ils doivent avoir d'autres alternatives. Sinon, il faut dépendre des visiteurs. Si nous achetons un produit, nous les donnons.
Have you seen the gorillas? Where? Have you seen a gorilla? Where? Have you seen a gorilla? How does it look like? Like a good from the shop? Why did you choose this one? Why?
I've chosen this one because I want to contribute to the community, and also I chose this one because at least through it I can see you.
And you like the silverback?
Yeah, the silverback, because I understood that it suffered that injury when fighting, protecting its family.
So which message are you taking to the world?
Yeah, to the world I'm telling them that they should contribute to protecting these endangered mountain gorillas, because if we fail to our mission of protecting this endangered gorilla, we will be the last generation to see them.
Now you can show the face. Show me the face. So what has been your experience from the Bwindi family?
This is very interesting because first of all I noted that Bwindi is very calm and its members are very friendly, and we were able to see. It was as if they were already waiting for us to see them, not in the bush but where it was easier to see them.
So tell us about the difference between the three national parks from Rwanda, Congo and Uganda. What's the difference?
To be sincere, this is one ecosystem. We have different products. Probably the way of organizing the tourism activity can differ, but the products are more or less the same because it is one ecosystem and the animals are more or less the same.
You saw the babies, you saw the blackbacks, and you also saw the babies with the mothers interacting, and the silverback. We spent a good amount of time with the silverback, getting photos with him and watching him eat, and then followed them for a little bit. It was at least an hour with them. It was absolutely incredible.
Tell us about your experience in Rwanda and Uganda when it comes to mountain gorillas.
In terms of gorillas, so when we flew into Rwanda, we were in Kigali, so we spent time in the city and really got to know the city and went to the Genocide Museum, and then met with our guide. He actually had taken us to the museums, and so we didn't see the gorillas in Rwanda, but we came here for the purpose of getting to Uganda to come to Bwindi and see the gorilla families.
Why didn't you visit Rwanda gorillas? Why?
I had heard of Bwindi and was really interested in the Bwindi impenetrable forest more than anything else.
So why is Bwindi unique or attracts a lot of people?
The number of families that you have here of gorillas, the tours, the way everything is put together, I think is done really, really well.
So do you have any recommendation to the three countries for, of course, mountain gorillas? Or
I would definitely recommend coming back here to Uganda, and I'd love to experience the Rwandan gorilla trek as well. I really thought Rwanda was very cosmopolitan in terms of Kigali and the city itself, but would love to go into the forest there also.
So, did you see the gorilla before?
Before here? No, this is the first time.
In Africa, in East
Africa? First time in East Africa, yep, absolutely.
So what was your first impression?
I'm speechless. It's so beautiful here. The people are so nice. The gorilla trek was just life-changing. I mean, it really was was a wonderful experience.
Which message are you taking to the world?
Come back, come here, come see the gorillas, experience them firsthand. It's unbelievable.
That I never expected until I saw them. It was, I did not expect it, and then get to see their power, but they're very soft, they're gentle, up close. It was a very unique experience.
So have you seen the gorilla before?
I have never seen a gorilla before, no,
So-
only at a zoo.
So what was your first impression?
They were gentle. They meant no harm, and that they really just wanted to live peacefully in their life. So.